Hello followers, today we are at Fort Myers Cemetery. Never actually been this direction at all. It goes across the street, so we'll hit that side in just a little bit. Well, so far no special names as far as being famous, but there's several so far. War veterans. This particular gravesite here is unknown Confederate soldiers, several Army, several Spanish American, a lot of very old sites in here, which is kind of cool. Be interesting. We'll see what kind of names and histories we can come up with. No names, no dates, yet beautiful. Another part of the older section. Some beautiful headstones, some beautiful sites. This section here is kind of sad, along that road there and along this area here. A lot of kids. Most of them in the older section. Doesn't make it any better. Kind of sad to see all the kids, but they all look very well loved, which is a good thing. This particular thing here, we would blow you a kiss from the star where we sit. We would call out your name to echo through the vast from here to the moon and back. Thank heaven for you and to God we tip our hats. Love, brothers and sisters, mother and daughter resting together. Barbara Jean Reagan. Kind of sad. Well, I'm not sure if these people were famous or not. Last name Miles and Bass, but they somehow got a building of their own, which is kind of cool. Let's go up and peek in the door and see what we see. Loving wife and mother, Louise M. Bath, 1904 to 2002. That's kind of cool. I like this. Lots and lots of things to look out here in this Fort Myers Cemetery. Probably have to take a couple days to make this trip work because there's still plots on the other side of the street and I just tripped over the sidewalk. Let's go check out some of these sites along this creek over here. I'll be back. Here are some of the sites along the little creek there. A couple above ground plots, a couple lower ground plots. The McGee family. Over there, really nice. Last name Skinner on it. That one's kind of pretty. And back behind the creek is some more. Quite the interesting place. Hey vloggers, we are at Fort Myers Cemetery in Lee County, Florida. We found the famous gravesite of Edgar J. Watson, and Richard will be more than happy to tell you the story of him.
Edgar J. Watson is born in 1855 and his death was 1910 at the age of 54. He was a Western outlaw. Born in South Carolina, he owned a sugarcane plantation in southwest Florida during the lawless years of the late 19th and early 20th century. In his youth, he got into a knife fight, killed a man, and fled to the Oklahoma territories, where he left a trail of murders. In 1889, he was suspected of killing the notorious female outlaw, Belle Starr. He was put on trial, but nothing came of it, and he was acquitted. Returning to Florida in 1891, he killed a man in Arcadia over a land dispute allegedly in self-defense. In 1892, he bought a 40-acre parcel in Chatham Bend and became a successful sugarcane farmer. Noted for being ruthless to his help, he had several fugitives living on his property, which would keep order and strong-arm other landowners into selling their parcels. He would hire workers for his plantation, then on payday would gun down his entire crew and dump their bodies in the bay. After years of living in fear of Watson, the local residents of Chokoloskee gunned him down at the small wood store, which is still there. He also was the subject of the writer Peter Matheson's book, Lost Man's River and Killing Mr. Watson. Edgar J. Watson and family.
Not sure about the rest of you guys, but I think this tombstone's kind of cool. I guess everybody has their own thing that they like, but I think that's kind of cool. Another older gravesite area here at Fort Myers Cemetery. Quite the interesting selections. Some new, mostly old. I guess we're in the original section. But some very nice headstones out here. I'm sure some very interesting stories. Quick glance at one of the banyan trees here in the cemetery. Banyan trees are pretty popular here in the Fort Myers area, especially downtown at the Edison home. Quite unique trees.